everyone. Welcome back to this week Weekly Market Update. Getting very exciting for our local market in Singapore as well. Many reasons. Firstly, is because our Prime Minister uh, Lee Hsien Loong actually mentions last week talking about open up the border again, and that is why I give a lot of text immediately in the Telegram group. I will come to that later, but that is a very exciting because I'm a Singaporean, right? So I will be looking at the local market, and finally there is movement in the local market, based on what is happening on the coming weeks or the coming quarter or perhaps on next year, because it's an open up border right now. So a lot of opportunities are there in the local market if you are monitoring in the SGX market as well. All right, so what happened on last Friday? Last Friday, we can see that it posted the second winning weeks in a row. If you have been monitoring the market, you should know. But of course, there's people who writing to me, saying that will it continue to go higher because of the interest rate high, and a lot of people can't believe that with the high, the market go even higher. All right. Basically, to say there's a lot of things. Firstly, might be due to the certainty provided by the Federal. All right, they actually having the rate hike, right, is actually not just in this year, especially the COVID period. Previously, everyone is talking about the rate hike, how many times, correct or not? And finally, a 0.25 basis point rate hike will not kill you off, will not kill the market off. The market is way too high. All right, or perhaps it's already pictured in, that means go into the market already before the rate hike actually announced. So once the rate hike announced, it gives the certainty. That's why the market go even higher. All right, so we can see that right is the most concern right now. Right, we are still on the Ukraine side, but of course, people would at the start, it's just like promotions. When there's a discount, right, everyone will rush to it. When there's a big news, everyone will rush to it. All right, everything's get heated up. But once along the way, right, people will get to say, it's just a war, it's not a big deal, everything is at Ukraine, is still far apart from me. So yes, we know that a lot of sensation is going to Russia, but this gives the opportunity to the Asian market, because right now, firstly, Russia is actually shifting out from the western to the eastern side. I mean, yeah, so looking for opportunity, because western everyone blocked sensation, right? So it's how you take a look at the market right now. All right, so next thing on the hockey side is the Fed, right? Stagflation is actually the concern right now. So, but the thing is that, firstly, can I check with you guys, if you know that inflation is there, will you keep the money in the bank or not? Because you know that a dollar today is not worth tomorrow, right? Because you can't buy a dollar that worth yesterday. So right now, if let's say your money is in the bank, equity is at a high side, correct or not? It's either whether you transfer your asset class to cryptocurrency, to NFT, or to the bond itself. True or not? So definitely people have to pump the money somewhere else. So a lot of people is actually have no other better idea but go into the stock market. Correct or not? So right now you should be looking into those big firm stocks that we can see that Facebook Apple has been doing good. We'll look at the chart later. Amazon, this kind of big shares is all coming out to play. All right, once again, it's back to the elephant shares. Okay, so not only that, we can see that Powell on Monday vote to tough on the inflation. So right now, the speculation right now is on the Fed rate. They might say that in the coming March, they are going to hike on the rate again 50 basis point, and on the bad side, right, I think it's up to 70% that they will go to 50 basis point for the next rate hike. So but in the meantime, right, before we come nearer to the date, right, I think the market should continue to go higher. But at the point, right now, we based on the chart, we are actually at kind of the resistance, which I mentioned previously, is at a 35,000. Correct. Three figure to monitor. I mean, just an easy job, right? 34,000, 35,000, break above 35,600. Right now, we are here. All right. I did mention in my Telegram group, all right, I say that Dow Jones is close back above, all right, close back below the descending resistance line. So this is what I'm trying to say. Close above. All right, this is the descending, all right, channel line. It closed above, right? So the moment it closed above, all right, it closed above, we are looking at 35,000. Otherwise, market shall reshoot to 34,000 if it is being resisted. Okay, we can look at the chart right now. Can you see that at this point? Okay, so this point is actually this point. True or not? Alright, it closed below back to the descending triangle. But what did I mention? I did mention that at this junction will be hard to decide, but I'm biased to see the 35,000 first. Can you see that? I draw this chart without any high side, and where are we right now? We closed near to 35,000. Eventually is 34. The high is 34,942. I'm biased on the high side because I'm waiting for the breakthrough at 35,000 to see some mountain forming at this area. All right, because before we see the next leg down. Okay, so the next leg down might be second quarter of this year. So when the people will start to feel the pressure of the interest rate, start to feel the pressure of the inflation rate, there the market will kick in. Right now they say only have not affect their pocket, but recently when I go NTUC, go my marketing shopping, right, I feel that every price is all higher than previously. Even for the food that I purchase in, I can see that my $3 can't buy a packet of chicken rice anymore. All right, so I can feel the inflation coming in. But of course, for corporate world to feel that, it takes a little bit more time, right? So right now, market might still have some high side, and then we will see some U-turn here. But of course, I am not predictions. All right, I don't predict. I will see what based on the chart. Right now, I can see a breakthrough here. We shall see will there be formed here a flag and the next leg up. All right, so people can see, let me draw one more time, sir. So just take note, I mean, I just focus in. All right, one flag. After flag is next leg. Correct or not? So we are looking here, lah. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. But of course, just to take note, next week, economy calendar, big announcement on the economy data side. Unemployment rate, crude oil inventory, non-farm payroll, this kind of big news will justify what is the bias to the 50 basis point or 25 basis point for the next rate hike. All right, so next week is a very volatile week as well due to the economy data. All right, so take note on that. So next, just a few things to recap. Not recap, just a few things to inform you guys. EV maker could see a shakedown as the height of the price on the raising material cost. People who actually monitor on last week what happened, I think there's one sector, material sector, building sector, uh, all the way high. All right, not all the way high. A lot of shares which inside my watch list actually went higher. I didn't share in the Telegram group because I think it's a bit late. All right, I don't want you guys to chase the high price without any confirmation. So I did mention that, but not just on the EV, the material actually grow up. Okay, so take note. I know that Neo just announced the earnings report. Next week is Xpern, this kind of company. All right, Neo is announcing, but the earning is not that fantastic. That's why we can see what happens. All right. So it's not very bad. I mean, because might be due to the Chinese government support, but might be due to the down. Previously, they have been dropping quite a lot. All right. So right now we are actually still at the downtrend. So if you want to buy it, you better wait for the next higher low. All right. Sorry. Let me draw it properly. So better wait for the next higher low somewhere from we shall see a next higher low before we enter in. All right, if you see a next low, then goodbye to this counter. All right, so this is what you should watch out and take note. Of course, we won't know when it U-turn, but you come to the lower point, right, and you feel comfortable, there's support you can buy in because your stop loss is just right below, right? Correct or not? I mean, it's all about risk reward, it's all about probability, right? That's why my website is called ProbabilityTA, right? There is no crystal ball to tell you where it will go up. All right, so if let's say it's at your advantage, I will definitely post in the Telegram group. All right, so next thing, Singapore economy. Not that I say that, not that I say that. Even for Barclay, analysts also say that expect a big jump in Singapore growth after COVID measures are lifted. So what did I mention? That let's take a look. Yes, with the above news, we can see the share in SGS, SIA, SATS, and others spike up. Others is inside the private telegram. Alright, I won't mention here unless you join me in the private telegram. There's a lot of them. Alright, I might want to mention one of them later in the chart. So stay tuned all the way. Alright, so SIA, these two companies is related to each another. SIA is the air freight. SATS is provide the catering for the air freight, right? So it's related. So next thing I also mentioned that not only that, Singapore, Malaysia land border reopen. 1st of April. Might be April Fool. Definitely government don't fool you, right? So we know that you're going to reopen. This is the thing. Prepare for ringgit for those who are going to Malaysia. Okay, to enjoy. Cry out to buy your grocery, to pump your petrol, everything. People who are out of Singapore and Malaysia might not know what I'm saying, right? So people who are local, you get related to what I'm saying. So I actually went to tell my friends lah, all right? Change the ringgit if you want, if you are visiting Malaysia soon. All right, why? Can we see that? All right, just a few days. I think this is on yesterday. I can't remember which day lah. Let me see. On 24th March. Okay, it's Thursday, and where are we right now? Drop a cent. All right. So of course we can see that on the spot rate is drop a cent, but at the exchange, all right, over the counter, they might want to earn more spread from you. They may drop even lower. I'm not sure how much you guys change. I changed at 3.1. All right. So I see this spot rate 3.11. I change at 3.1. I might see, you may see ringgit strengthen for a short period only, just a short period only, a hike, maybe 3.08, 3.09 because short of ringgit, right? Who will keep ringgit at a point of time during the COVID period, right? You can't even go over. So right now it's a boost to the ringgit. All right. So this is why I mentioned in my Telegram group. Hopefully you enjoy as well. So let's see. Next, we are talking about so this is what will happen on next week: the development of war in Ukraine, the economy data, the raise of the interest rate. All right, this is the three things that we are looking into it next week. I think this has been starting for a few weeks or months lah. All right, so next thing, the big move, US 10-year Treasury rate. So let's take a look at the chart. So right now, actually, rate go up. It's not good for the market, correct? Because bond go up, economy will equity will come down, right? So this is the monthly chart. We can see that resisted. Wow, this is all the mess. I write a lot of things. All right, so let's zoom in. Okay, so I mean, if you are using trading view, you can give it a note. We are actually at one big resistance level, and we broke out the resistance level on the weekly chart. It's very strong. All right, I'm going to 2.5%. I believe so. All right, so going up, this thing is not good for the economy lah. I mean, if you want to buy into the bond, hold until maturity, by all means, right? You are getting good interest right now, good coupon. But stay tuned. This is actually one of the criteria the Fed is looking whether to hike the interest rate or not as well. So we can see the spike. I've been writing since 10 October 2021. I say that you will go higher. We may see 1.9. I think it's a one-way uptrend. It's so obvious, right? I don't need to elaborate more on here. So just take note. So over here, right, I mean, it's all correlated right now. We can see that if let's say they're going to hike the interest rate, what happened to the dollar? The dollar will get stronger. Sure, the dollar will get stronger. So I also mentioned this previously, one straight line. Can you see that or not? Okay, the stronger will also get, the dollar will also get stronger. Next thing, we are looking into gold. All right, so gold, let's see what happened to gold. All right, I see after the pullback, we are supported by 50% Fibonacci and we bounce back. All right, this is the weekly chart. You look at the daily chart, you shall see. All right, come back. So that's why I say on 5th March, we remain buyers and close above 2000. I think 5th March is somewhere here. So it's very near. We close above 80. We close above 80. We may hit all-time high 2080, but it never, at the point of time, it never. It's just a bit. I think it's 1 point shine off, if I remember correctly. All-time high 2078, 1.2 point shine off. All right. So right now in my Telegram, I say that may return to 2K. Immediate support 1920. 1920 is somewhere here. All right. So we shall see. It's somewhere here. All right. It's somewhere here. Okay. So firstly, we are based on the 50% Fibonacci. First, bigger support. Second, 61.8 Fibonacci as the next support. Right now, we are actually supported by the 20-day moving average as well. Okay, so I'm biased on the upside for gold as well. All right, remain upside bias. Okay, next thing, just a few to go through. I'm going to talk more on some Singapore counter today. So if you are not keen, then you may just skip lah. But before that, let's talk about some other counter. Net gas. All right, I have been saying about this lah. I'm not sure anyone still hold on to net gas. Can you see that 5th March? I mentioned resistance $5.50. We break. Alright, we break. We since I draw from here, we should be starting from here one. Alright, we should be starting. So how many of you actually long and still holding to it? congrats to you. All right, if you are still holding, very obvious is uptrend. I'm continue to give the upside of natural gas. We know that Russia, I think EU just signed with US on the gas, if I'm not wrong lah. So with a very bullish candle weekly, right, we will see the next high. All right, coming out to $6 plus. It's not bad. I mean, it's a bad thing for the economy. All right, if you are a user, correct? It's good for people who long it lah, so you earn some profit and cover your bills lah. All right. So this is what I have shared. I shared way long ago lah. I think in the Telegram group as well. Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm interested to see, but I never give a real call. Okay, net gas uptrend. Let's see where are we. Here 550 470 almost $1 profit lah. All right, if you see me, remember to buy me coffee. Just kidding. All right. Okay, let's move on to next counter. Today we are looking at Meta, Facebook. All right, Meta. All right, this is what I'm saying, right? Previously 210, 220, time to go in. People who bought it, congrats, continue to hold. I will see Meta is a good stock. It will continue to go higher. Trust me. It will definitely continue to go. Okay, it's just the, if you are buying on Tesla, right? Tesla is the future. This is also the future. Yes, it is transformed from a user platform, just like TikTok, just like Snap. But this is also back into the business as well. A lot of business is using Facebook as well lah. So I can say that Facebook will continue to go higher. Definitely. All right, will continue unless there is next one is going to take over. Otherwise, we will see 300 the next target. I just give 300, no problem. Okay, I just put that. We shall see. All right, we shall see how it forms. And I mentioned in my Telegram group, we continue to see strength in Facebook shares. All right, break above 220, we see 245. This is meant for tradings lah. But if you are long term, you want to buy, grab, hold it there, right? Just hold on to Facebook. All right, very obvious. If you break below here, you want to cut, just cut. All right, if you break below here, you want to cut, just cut. Otherwise, continue to hold on to it. All right, this is the three main thing I mentioned. 1, 2, 3, three circle. In future, when we are standing at this point, we are looking back, right? We know that this is the third circle. So why not take action right now? I don't earn any cents from you. I just want you to trade smartly. All right, that is my intention of this group, right? So if you think you profit from here, you help you on your growth, then buy me a coffee if you want, or join my private Telegram as a thanks for my support as well. All right, that's all for this Meta. I mean, not for this week. Let me continue. So I did something as well. So Intel, right. So Intel I mentioned. All right, last week video I didn't write here. All right, I didn't write here. This do not enter zone slowly come to my support might be my enter zone right now. But so sorry to say, I miss out this counter, to be frank. All right, I will write in the Telegram group, just like, even though you are not in my private Telegram group, I will still give you guys a call, just like Wilma, worth paying attention. Every time I write this, I think it's something good lah. Hopefully it's continue to be good lah. God bless. So too bad I didn't enter, but I will look into it. So right now, if you go in Google Intel, there's a lot of news on there. CEO promised a lot of things. So we right now at the uptrend. I didn't manage to enter this circle. I am kind of like sorry of myself. So right now, I'm waiting for some pullback. I'm waiting at 47. The next support, whether can we buy in or not. All right, I will monitor closely. Of course, you monitor as well. If I miss it, you guys can just enjoy this profit lah. Okay, next. Apple, congrats to people who believe in this counter, right? This is the weekly chart. Can we see that I draw previously up or down? We just extend this arrow. I'm not going to say much. I mean, we just extend this arrow. We can see that it's still well supported. True or not? Back to the daily chart. So if you grab it, you grab it. If you miss it, then too bad. We ride with the trend. I always mention we ride with the trend. All right, pull back, ride it, pull back, ride it. So what happened to Apple? Subscription. All right, they announced one subscription plan. Going forward, people want to buy iPhone also can pay on the installment plan lah. So I think this new bring a relevant good news to the shares. That's why the market go higher. All right, so where to enter to ask me. If you don't enter now, you ask me here, how am I going to help you? True or not? All right, true or not? If I'm, how am I going to help you? Okay, right now I'm going to talk about Singapore counter. If you don't like Singapore counter, you can skip, and that's all for today, for this week. So Singapore counter, first of all, we will be looking into Singapore shares, SIA, because open up, we welcome people who get vaccinated to come in. Correct or not? So without any quarantine. So let's take a look at Singapore shares. Where is Singapore SIA? Okay, it's here. Okay, Singapore SIA gap up, shoot up when PM Lee announced, shoot up. Wow, people say don't chase. Yeah, don't chase, don't chase. True enough, but sometimes the fundamental change lah. So we got no choice. Even if I grab at 546, I'm still happy. But previously I mentioned to grab somewhere here. Okay, break 520, we can grab it. So people who got at 520, right, like my friend, right, just hold lah. Sure not, they eventually will come back. But eventually this is a $10 plus counter lah, used to be. All right, so eventually if you don't go back to $10 plus, right, you go half $6, you are still in great profit. True to say, am I right to say? All right, so if ask me to buy at 546, I won't be so stingy to wait for the 50-cent discount lah. I will just grab it right now. All right, I mean for long term. True or not? For trading, then we got to be for emphasized. So this is SIA. Next thing, the related one is SATS. All right, it's a catering. I will prefer this counter. I mentioned, I think when I start this group, my own website, I state that SATS is a very good counter. It's really a very, very good counter, right? If you go and Google it. Since the pandemic, we dropped all the way. Catering, no air freight, no catering. They changed their business model. They go for catering as well, right? Cater to air freight. Never mind, cannot do cater to other people, other stuff lah. Continue to jump high. Right now, I just give one glance draw. Flat, consolidate, next high. Can you see or not? Very obvious one. All right. This is the weekly chart. You buy here, it's okay. You buy here, it's okay. You buy here, it's okay. It's going up. Trust me, it's going up. All right. That's why I am so excited about Singapore market. I mentioned directly into Telegram group when I see this. All right. So where's our first resistance? We are looking at here at 450. All right. Used to be a support break. COVID. Okay. This counter by right before pre-COVID. Here is pre-COVID. Before here is uptrend. Can you see that or not? Before pre-COVID is uptrend. So that COVID period, lockdown, come down, business affected. Right now, it pick it up. And this is better than SIA. Why I say that is because SIA, you need what you need. You need oil, right? Air freight, you need oil. Oil is at all-time high. It definitely will impact the earnings of the air freight. But of course, the impact will not be that great because everyone is rushing to take flight. How long have you not been flying? All right, so the impact will not be that great, but for SATS, they are not subjective to oil freight, right? I mean, of course, they are not subjective. Maybe the air freight company will ask them to, pay more to them lah, but I wouldn't know. But they are not volatile on the oil market. Okay, so this is what I preferred. Next counter, I mentioned in my private Telegram group, but I'm going to mention right now. If you continue to watch this video, just a takeaway for you guys. I am looking very closely. I'm into this share. Okay, just to be frank, I'm into this share. SIA Enginnering. Okay, this is related. They need to repair the air freight, right, for the SIA. Okay, so we can see that during global financial crisis, we are at this low. Correct? We are at this low. Second, pandemic, COVID, we are at this low. It match, Right now, recover back. It should recover back, lah. True or not? Though everything is recover back. This is one downtrend. We are consolidate. Right now, end of the game. Where are we? I am very confident. If you give me 5 out of 5, I will put 5 out of 5 star in this counter. All right, I won't look into the fundamental, the earnings report or whatever. I haven't even studied into it, but I'm very confident. I entered immediately. When I see the border is open up, I bought it. I didn't buy at 212 2. I didn't even see these shares previously, but I know all the Singapore share at the end, at the back of my head lah. So I'm watching it closely. I entering into it right now. For people who have not entered, what will I suggest? Pull back buy, pull back buy, pull back buy. If you want to grab, it's still way cheap. All right, like I say, 5 out of 5 star. I will place my bet on this. Okay, SIA Engineering. Of course, you will say that, wow, I buy already. Then right now you're asking me to buy for you. No. I mean, it pull back, I will enter again. Okay, trust me, it pulled back. I never one lump sum. I bought many shares last week in Singapore, all right, when it opened up. Okay, so I just mentioned these three counter. I'm not going into much. Of course, one last counter, since we're talking about it, one last counter is Thai Beverage. This is a small counter, less than $1. But I'm looking at it because I draw the chart already. So let's talk about it. Thai Beverage, if you drink beer, you know, okay, they sell beer. All right, why so special? Because Singapore have this rule not to have any alcohol drink after 10:30. How many get frustrated when you are actually gathering with your friend out there? Okay, no buying of drinks. Have to drink finish your last pint at 10:30. Before that, right now, no more. No more. Open up. So I think celebration come into play. Right now we are at the uh, symmetrical triangle. Either way, up or down. You place your bet. To me, I am upside. All right. To me, I am upside. This is also I bought into it. I just hold up. Yes, it's a slow snail counter, slow moving, slow and steady. True or not? Slow and stable. All right, this is what I'm talking about for this week. There's many things, but I can't finish. It's almost 30 minutes video. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Remember, if you have not joined my Telegram group, please join in. You will benefit somehow, or you just treat it like a straight time newspaper for you to read up. Otherwise, if you want to thanks my support, you can subscribe to my private Telegram group. There's a 2-week trial. Just subscribe to it. You will see uh, all the call I given, entry price, stop loss, everything. All right. For people who don't want to join in but still like my video, please help me to share and like my YouTube page, my Facebook page as a support as well. All right. So that's all for this week. Thank you guys, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.